Hi guys, this is Chris Appleton of Absolver, and you're listening to Angel Gareth on BRFM. Pleasure to be here. It is, of course, the Wolfcenter in Germany, in Lower Saxony Germany, I believe. And it is Frank. You the owner?
Together with my wife, Christina.
So, with your partner, your wife?
Yeah.
What made you want to start a wolf sanctuary?
In 2005, my wife and me made a touristic trip in British Columbia and Alberta, so in southwest Canada. And my father, my uncle, and my grandfather are hunters.
Oh.
And I'm as well now, and I'm very interested in wild animals. And 1 year before I was in Alaska on my own, and I promised my wife, starting the trip over to Canada, that we will see moose, brown bears, black bears, because the trip took place in May, and I told her maybe we will see a fox or a kind of coyote, but I never assumed to see wolves.
You never expected to see a wolf out there?
Yeah, but we did, many times.
Is that what got you fascinated in, like, looking after these animals?
I wasn't interested in wolves before, so I always thought for myself, yes, wolves are very interesting animals, but not more. But I was grown up with hunting dogs due to my father's job as a hunter, right. And yes, so it's a small bridge between dogs and wolves. But when we saw these wolves, it was very, very fascinating. As you said, I never expected this to see how they go over the highway or along the highway sometimes.
Out in the wild.
Out in the wild, within national parks, but outside of national parks as well. So let me say in areas where wolves are hunted. Yeah. So, but we saw them, and it was very impressive. And we had 4 different views or sights, and 2 times we saw a single wolf, and 2 times we saw packs.
Wow.
Consisting of 3 wolves and consisting of 4 wolves.
Because the thing with wolves is, I know a lot of people that they're scared of them. They've been given a bad vibe via films, you know, like Dracula, things like that, and also with a lot of the American films, they're given such a bad reputation. But they're probably one of the most loving creatures in the world, because they look after the young. They only hunt and protect for the young, and the male and the female stick together.
Yeah.
Throughout their life.
Yeah.
Which is, most animals you wouldn't find that with. That's what my fascination with wolves is the fact that they're like that. But I think they're just like a big cuddly dog, really, but with a bit more nastiness to them if they want to be. But you started the sanctuary over here.
Yeah.
How did you start the sanctuary up? I mean, you said about going over to Europe and that.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you find it starting something like this over in this country? It must have been hard.
So yes, but one step back, during our trip in Canada, we visited a Wolfcenter without knowing what it is.
Yes. Without knowing?
Yeah. So we were tourists, we were curious and said, hey, Wolfcenter, what's that? Let's have a look and let's visit it. And that was very impressive as well, because it was a very small Wolfcenter, just a small cabin where you had to pay a fee as a visitor. And they had 1 enclosure showing 5 wolves. So, and that's all. That was, let me say, all. It was a very small area, but the fascinating thing was that a biologist started each hour telling us within a small tour how wolves are really up, and that was very fascinating to have conservation eye in eye. And we were allowed to ask many questions, and after the end, we tried to help.
Yeah, we're saying, like I said, it's about starting the centre up. Now, when we come in here, we could hear the wolves howling, giving their cry. Now, is that the sort of thing they sort of do round about that time in the morning, about 10 o'clock-ish and that? when we pulled up now, we could hear a couple of wolves out there howling. You know, giving that. Oh, I just think it's a beautiful sound.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Do they do that at regular times around about?
Yes, they usually they do it very early in the morning times. Let me say 7 o'clock here in Verden in our center.
In the morning.
Yeah, it's early, and but we try to animate all wolves making howling right after each tour. We have 3 guided tours per day here.
Wow.
And so mostly they answer, but sometimes not.
They just,
Yeah.
when they're ready to do it, they'll do it.
Yeah.
You can't predict what a wolf's going to do, really.
Yeah.
You can't predict whether they're going to come out,
Yeah.
howl,
Yeah.
or because you could say, "Oh, Wolfcenter, we've got
Yeah.
like how many wolves do you have here?" Actually, that's a good
12.
question. 12.
12, yeah. We have 10 grey wolves, European grey wolves, and since 3.5 months we have 2 Hudson Bay wolves.
Wow.
So coming from Canada. Yeah.
Are you going to be building up on more wolves, or?
Yes, our goal is to have more and more different types of wolves to show them, and my dream is to build up enclosures which try to show the landscape where are the wolves
Natural
usually
habitat
from.
would be.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So,
gonna be hard.
but to show the Arctic tundra in northern Germany,
bit
Lower
hard.
Saxony is not quite easy.
That's
but
going to be hard to do.
I have some ideas.
Some ideas.
Except the temperatures. Yeah.
Now, are you funded solely by donations and from people, or does the government help towards?
So when we started up, we received some support,
Right.
but now each year we have to work on our own. Let me say. So we have to provide money to our credits. Yeah. So
you've got
we are an economic company.
Your money comes from a lot of donations from
Yeah.
the people coming here,
Yeah.
sponsorships from
Just
factories and companies.
no, nothing.
Nothing?
Like that. No.
So that's
Yeah.
got to be a lot of
We
money.
are like a
poured in.
usual company, yeah. But this is a big advantage for us because, yes, let me say, we can say what we want. Yeah,
True.
yeah.
You can do what you want.
We are independent, therefore, yeah.
So you don't have to answer to a middleman or somebody else.
Yeah.
You just answer to
Yeah.
the wife.
Yeah, exactly that, yeah. Because these, the whole, or let me say, all circumstances included in the wolf, in the free wolf. So today we have 5 packs
5
of
packs.
wolves in Lower Saxony. Today we have a little bit more than 30 packs in whole Germany. So, and there are different meanings regarding the free wolves, and this is
Right,
okay.
yeah. You get
But I know many experts and politicians and so on, and I know that sometimes the real thinking about wolves is sometimes another thinking than published in, let me say, interviews and on homepages and something like that.
it's totally different.
And we can say what we want, and sometimes you get a kind of cold wind, yeah, because of our point of view. But yeah,
But your point of view is strong, because I mean my point of view would be strong as well, because they're such a beautiful creature. They should not be hunted to extinction. They should be protected.
yes, and in my opinion, I'm 40 years old, and I'm very sure in the next, let me say, 10 or 20 years, the hunting for wolves will start in Germany.
You think
Yeah,
they're
it
going to
will.
be coming
It
over
will,
hunting,
yeah.
try and keep the breeds down slowly, or is it
Yeah.
because they're scared they're going to start taking over?
Yes, it's yeah, because let me start. Today, as I said, we have round about 30 packs. So, and there is a mathematical rule says we need 1,000 individuals in order to prevent inbreeding. Yeah.
So
And to get handicapped wolves. Yeah, so Sweden has big problem with handicapped
So they're
wolves.
going to try and cut back
Yeah.
on by going out and doing like what just culling back so far to stop the inbreeding.
Yeah. So no, it's a little bit different. So when we have 1,000 adult wolves, it's okay to start hunting for wolves because we do not have to fear in breeding, yeah, results.
Right.
And so we live in Germany. So going out for hunting is it's a cultural value. So, and I know that the most Germans are not hunters, and most of them cannot understand why we have hunters. So, and to go out for hunting is something in your brain.
It's the same as fox hunting in the UK. I can't understand why they go out and hunt fox.
You have it in your blood.
You
It's very difficult to explain. It's not funny to kill an animal. Es macht keinen Spaß. It's not funny, but
some just class it as a sport.
It's a kind of no, it's not a sport. It's a self how to say in English. It's ein selbstbelohnendes System im Gehirn.
Preservation.
When you go jogging
Yes.
or running,
You have your endorphin in your brain.
excellent,
Yeah.
exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, basically it's like adrenaline rush to go out and see a wolf.
Yeah. Yes.
and think,
Something
bang,
like
or a
that.
bear,
Yeah.
or a
Exactly
bull.
that. Or a
Is that
deer,
sort of-
or a
yeah.
fox, or a moose, whatever. Yeah.
Adrenaline rush, you know, oh, I've got a gun, I can shoot that.
Yeah. So I in former times I did lots of triathlon. So and when I was running many kilometers, suddenly I was tired, but suddenly I got this rush, and I was able to run. So, but the most people in Germany do not run, and they will never feel this situation.
They just,
And the most Germans will never feel this situation when you are going out for hunt. Yeah, that's it. And and we have big political parties who would like to help hunters, and that's for sure. And I assume with respect to these big, powerful parties, that the wolf will be hunted.
do you think it'll be
20
hunted
years.
to extinction or
No,
just hunted
never,
back?
never. I always say we will always have wolves in Germany, many hundred years in the future.
Because it's such a big country, so they can just spread out all over.
The wolves
Yeah.
themselves, no, they will not.
No,
They will go
territory areas.
They will go to Denmark, to Netherlands, to
They
that's
can
for
avoid,
sure. Yeah,
they can avoid a lot of the hunters. It's just
Yeah.
being careful. Now,
Yeah.
the wolves you've got here, I said they're from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get them over here?
they come from southwest Poland. So in 1990, Germany, or the divorcement of Germany was moved away. Yeah, the big wall.
So,
And 1990 was a special year as well with respect to the nature's protecting law, and so it wasn't allowed anymore to hunt for wolves. So in Western Germany we never had wolves before, but in the 28 years of having the Federal Republic of Germany, round about 28 wolves were killed over there. Yeah, because all these 28 wolves came from Poland.
right, so
Wolves are excellent swimmers, and they came through the river named Oder.
so they've made their way over here.
Yeah. So, and the next step after 1919 was that in 1969 a wolf was seen on a special military area close to the German-Polish border, and 2 years later another wolf was seen. Yeah, and suddenly we had a pair, and 2 years later, so in 2000, we had our first pack because puppies were born in Germany.
Which is a nice thing to see.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do you have female wolves here as well as
Yes,
male?
so today we have 3 groups. We never say packs because a pack is consisting of parents with their own puppies and yearlings, and the yearlings go away when they are, let me say, 1 year, 2 years old in the average. So, and our groups are consisting of brothers and sisters. Mostly,
brothers and sisters.
yeah, and they cannot go away as yearlings. So the enclosure's fence is preventing this.
Stop 'em.
So we have to say we have groups, and we decided always, yes, only to have 1 female per group.
1 female per
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
Was this British area before?
I'm sorry.
War das hier vorher britisches Gebiet?
Ah, okay. This was a yeah.
Yeah, this area, I was going to say, it's a big area, so it's sort of like, what sort of area is it built on? Like you're just saying there, was it ex-British Army base?
Yeah, it was a German army base here, one of the biggest in Lower Saxony. So I was told in best times we had 3,000 German soldiers, but British army soldiers were here as well, and American army soldiers, yes,
So
as well.
it's
Yeah,
International
yeah.
base then.
So,
The wolves you've got now, do you have problem with like the youngsters wanting to put their hands in there to touch them?
no.
You have a barrier
Let's
between.
keep fingers pressed. No, yeah.
Do you have double barrier between them? Do
Yes,
you have the fence
yes.
for them?
We
and
have
then
the
you
main
one
fence,
back?
and we have a simple fence before, in order to prevent touching the wolves through the big fence. And
So I
this
suppose
is
that's
very
got to be
important.
the hardest thing with youngsters, because they just see them and they think, oh, I want to stroke it.
Sometimes yes, but not mainly. So
More the adults then.
Yeah, the adults, but the children as well on their own know. Better I do not put my fingers through
there.
the fence. Yeah.
Exactly. Now you're saying you run this centre yourself with your wife.
Yeah.
You have no help from outside, apart from donations coming in from the public, from the public people.
Mhm.
Now, would you like to give the address for people if they'd like to help out such a great cause? I think it's a fantastic cause, a Wolfcenter, to have something like this going, where you're looking after it. You know, I mean, that's a great thing. Would you like to give the address for people, how they can get in contact to donate?
So what would be very helpful is due to the fact that we would like to build up more enclosures showing different types of wolves. So to build up a enclosure is very expensive, because we have massive fences consisting of steel, very good material, and corrosion protection is a very expensive.
That's got to be the most important thing, the
yeah,
corrosion protection.
exactly that. And but to adapt the landscape, as I said, to, for example, for the 2 Hudson Bay wolves we have today, we would like to show them in a kind of tundra area. Means you have to cut off all trees and put them away.
Which is
Yeah, and this is not expensive, but to have special materials to build
make it.
to make the area looking like a tundra. This is expensive as well.
Expensive
Yeah.
thing.
But we would like to go this way because it would be fantastic.
It would be
Yeah.
great, and people can donate money
Yeah.
via Facebook, Wolfcenter, and that they can go on to the web pages.
Yeah, we have a web page, we have a Facebook page, and so these are the 2 common channels
most common
we
ones.
use. Yeah.
Would you like to give the addresses for one? For the Facebook is
Yes. So the best way is to click on our website. It's www.wolfcenter.de, and right there is a link over to Facebook.
so there's a link there for Facebook.
Yeah,
And if anyone wants to donate any money,
Yeah.
is to
it's the best
contact through.
to contact us directly. Yeah.
To help build such great enclosures to help
Yeah.
these fantastic, wonderful animals.
Yeah.
You just can't
They
go
are.
wrong with them. They're such
Yeah.
beautiful animals.
Yeah.
I'd love to just get in the cage and take one home with
Yeah.
me. I have 2 dogs and I'd love to take a wolf home with
What
me.
kind of dogs?
I have an Old English Blue Pearl Border Collie and a Springer Spaniel crazy thing. She's, well, I'm sure she's got no brains.
Okay.
But she's lovely. Frank, it's been a pleasure chatting to you all about these lovely, beautiful creatures, the Wolfcenter here in Lower Saxony, in Verden. Is it Verden? You're not far from Verden.
Yeah.
Over here.
Exactly.
So
Verden. Yeah.
anyone just get your hands in your pockets and donate some good money to these people would be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Chris Appleton of Absolver, and you're listening to Angel Gareth on BRFM.